Okay, so I've been kindly lent these Bose frames for a day from a friend at work, Joe. Thank you, Joe. And I wish I was recording when I first put them on, and there was some music playing, and it just is amazing the feeling of not having anything in your ears and hearing really quite decent quality audio. Certainly really good soundstage, really good separation. And obviously it's just new technology, and I love new technology. And I have been blown away by these, really. And I don't personally have a use for them. And the reason for that is that I've got Apple AirPods, and they fit perfectly in my ear. Now, loads of people don't fit Apple AirPods very well, and find them uncomfortable. And obviously, if you find them uncomfortable, there is nothing you can do with AirPods. They're hard plastic. That's you're stuck with them. So luckily for me, they fit perfectly, and I wear these so much. I listen to an awful lot of podcasts, and I love them. But if you're in the boat that in-ear headphones just aren't comfortable for you, and I've tried loads of the sort of rubber style in-ear headphones, and I really don't like them at all. Over the ears feel a bit hot and a bit over the top for like walking around and doing general chores and things. Obviously I love proper fully enclosed headphones if I'm listening to audio seriously and just sort of appreciating the music and not any other distraction. But if like me you listen to a lot of podcasts, maybe listen to the radio, watch a lot of YouTube videos where the sound needs to be decent, but it doesn't need to be really high-end, hi-fi quality, because what these lack is a bit of bass, really. This is where, you know, if you're playing like dance music or rock music that or rap music, R&B, anything that has quite a strong bass line in it, that's where it's slightly lacking. But it's still really pleasant to listen to, and certain music really shines. So acoustic music, vocals are great. As I say, the soundstage, the presence is just incredible. So what I'll do is I'll play some music through the Bose frames, but what I'll try and do is pick it up on this mic so you can get a little bit of an idea of what it sounds like. So if I hold them up near my ear,
battery 70%.
I really like.
Connected to LU128.
I really like that when you turn them on, you get the battery notification of the percentage, which is a bit like this Bose speaker, so it sounds a bit like this.
Battery 40%.
And I really like that. That's really handy. So So I'm connected now to iTunes, EYE Tunes, which is quite a clever way of doing the Bluetooth. And so if I go into my music and pick a track, go back to the beginning and start playing, I'll hold it up to my ear, so you'll get. Obviously, this isn't a great test, but you know, you'll get an idea. Now, what you won't be getting is obviously the stereo presence, because this is a mono mic, and I'm only holding up to one headphone, one side, one channel. But it really does pick up well. So there's a couple of other tracks that so the from that track, from Hotel California Live, the crowd is just so good in it. You really feel immersed in it, and the separation, just amazing. There's another track that I really liked. Really good on vocals, these are. So that's Kiara Gold, and that is the vocals, and also the layers and the echo on the vocals really come up. You notice things that you don't notice in other headphones. So there's so much positive to say about these, and I think that a lot of people initially will say, "Oh, well, there's not enough bass," and for serious music listening, I wouldn't. You know, if I was just going to be immersed in music, but if I'm doing other things, so there's other distractions around, they're perfect for that. Right, another track. So Kanye West, All Falls Down.
Oh, when it all, yeah, all falls down. This the real one, baby. I'm telling you.
So really punchy on the guitar. The vocals are super clear. Both vocals are really, really clear on that. Really like that. The Santana track. This is an old track, but it really sounds good. Oh yeah, Como Va. Probably not a good pronunciation. So really nice. I've got to be conscious that I can only play less than 10 seconds, otherwise I get a copyright strike. And also the last one I wanted to do, which is a Lake Street Dive track, Rich Girl.
You're a rich girl, and you gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway.
Do better on this side because the trumpet is more prominent on the left ear.
You're a rich girl, and you gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway.
So I don't know how well that'll pick up, but I figured it was a way of doing it. So I got my mic back on. So my verdict on these, I really like the way they charge with the magnetic charger, and you can see that in other videos. They maybe don't look so cool on me because I'm an old man, but they're certainly not. They don't stand out. So I would be happy to just walk down the street wearing these and wouldn't feel self-conscious. And because I live in the UK and I've got artificial light making it look like I'm in a sunny climate, most of the year it's pretty dull and you wouldn't wear sunglasses. But there are other lenses. You can pop out the lenses. I think actually what I'd probably do is pop out the lenses and wear them in and around the home without any lenses in, because most of the time, if I think about where I use my AirPods, generally it's here. It would be the sort of thing I'd use at home when I'm doing housework and arranging things, fixing my bike, things like that. That's the sort of time I would use it. Now then I don't want to be wearing sunglasses, although I've extensively used these. I mean, I must have got about 4 or 5 hours out of these from yesterday and a little bit today, and they're very comfortable. I'm really pleased with the audio. I love them for podcasts because after a while, after say an hour and a half, I often find that the AirPods I want to switch over, so I'll take out the left one, I'll put the right one in, or vice versa. I usually just wear one at a time for podcasts because the sound is fine. But now I'm getting stereo podcasts, still at a decent audio quality, but I could wear it all day. And I think where these are going to be great is everybody's got a different use case for them. But I was thinking, as I was driving back from driving my wife to work and my daughter to school, a taxi driver. So if you're in a car day in, day out, and you've got a passenger and you maybe don't want to put the radio on, or they don't want any music on, and you've got a longer journey and they're not chatty, to pass the time, you might want to put a podcast on, put a bit of music on, and you've just got it on. You haven't got anything in your ears, so it's a much safer environment because you're not blocking anything. The little button is cool, which you can pause. You can skip forward, you can skip backwards. So 2 taps is skip forward, 3 taps is skip backwards, once is to pause. That works really well. So it's a definite thumbs up for me. I personally won't be getting any, only because I've got AirPods and AirPods fit me fine. But if AirPods don't fit you and you don't get on it with in-ear headphones, I really can't stand the little rubbery ones that go in the ear. I can't wear them for more than sort of 5 minutes. They feel really uncomfortable because they're blocking the air. Whereas with these, nothing's restricted. And as I say, I'll show in the video, Bose have got an official way of popping the lens out. I would pop the lenses out and I would use them just as frames. And I would be happy to do that around the house. And I, like I say, I could wear them all day. So that's really, really good. Now the alternate lenses, there's various different lenses on the Bose website. These I've been wearing on a dull day, and I'm wearing them indoors in the house now. They're really good. They obviously do make it a little bit darker, but they're not too aggressively making it darker. So I have been able to move around the house and do a bit of housework and stuff. I've kept them on, and I've worn them driving to work on a dull day, and it's absolutely fine. So they are good, but a clearer lens, I can see where that would be more point. Bose are planning prescription lenses in the future, which is really good. So if you wear glasses anyway, then just the ability to be able to switch them on and switch them off very, very quickly is excellent. Battery life's about 3.5 hours on a 2-hour charge, which I think is good. I plugged mine into the back of my TV to charge. If you've got any USB socket, because it's a tiny battery, it's going to charge up on a very low milliampage. So it doesn't really matter what you plug it into, pretty much it will charge in a sensible time. One thing I did notice is that if you're playing music, now this is going to be quite a difficult one to demonstrate, but let's try it. So let's go something with a bit of bass in it. If you cup your hand over your ear, you get loads more bass and more of a sort of hi-fi sound. So it's almost like they could have some sort of little covers, very lightweight covers that would just be more of an enclosure for home use, so that when you're just listening to music and not doing anything else, then you can pop them on and they really increase the bass. I don't know if I can demonstrate this. It's going to be a bit scratchy because I'm using a Lavalier mic, so let's give it a try. That's really hard to demonstrate, but just take my word for it. If I do that, the volume is like tripled and there's lots of bass and lots of depth. You're still getting this nice wide sound stage, but it feels much more like conventional headphones. So I get that the point is not having anything over your ears, but if you're at home, it'd be nice to have that option to be able to literally just put something over. I've tried it putting my headphones just over the top, like so. And these aren't big, fully enclosed headphones, but they also make a big difference to the audio quality. So if you've got some old, broken, fully enclosed headphones, then if you pop them over for home listening, it will improve it, and it just gives another dimension to what you can do with these. Okay, so I think these are amazing. They really put a smile on your face. You need to check out if you get these, you need to check out the Radar app. So there's a serene beach scene, which is basically audio from a beach. But as you turn your head, it's augmented reality and it changes the audio, so what you hear. And another cool one is, and there's loads of these apps within the Bose official app, there's loads of things like this. This is cool as well. Again, you're not hearing this in stereo, so you're not getting the proper effect. But basically what it's like, as I was walking around my kitchen and just sort of turning to the left, turning to the right, and you're getting the various different instruments around you. And especially when you've got ones with vocals in, you can kind of stand straight on, so you're getting the real sweet spot of the vocals. But also you can turn your head left and right and get different things like drums and guitars and piano and things like that. So that's a really cool addition to it. And there are loads of them within that Bose app. So the official Bose app, which is called Bose Connect. That connects to your glasses, but it also is a little portal and it gives you access to various settings, but it also talks about various different apps that you can do different things with. So I definitely recommend these, but obviously you can think about what you want them for. You really need to try them. The audio quality is lovely on them. Again, not for just solely listening to music for me, unless it's maybe like classical or jazz or things that don't have a huge bass line in them. If it's mostly mid and high end acoustic vocals, things like that, they are really good for dance music, R&B, things with a heavy bass line. You do lose some, and that's when you need to pop your hands over your ears to increase the audio. But no doubt you've thought of a use case where it fits in with how you do things. Maybe you live in a hotter climate, maybe you do a lot of driving, maybe you're out and about, you could be a postman or you could be, some sort of delivery driver, and it's just on your head all the time, and it's very easy to start and stop your podcast or your music or whatever you're listening to. So I love them. So last little bit of this is a pop quiz. I hadn't realised this particular thing, so have a look at this question and leave a comment if you thought the same as me. I can't be the only one. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Thanks to Joe for lending me the glasses. Please like and subscribe.